Yeah! Very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by the Barstool News Network. It is episode number 586, Florida Man, Friday, December 18th, 2020, and some very, very good news to start off the pod. I want to say congrats to our very own Hard Factor Wes. He is 6 months sober, still on the path.
Thank you.
Everybody is very happy for Wes, and congrats to you, Wes. I know you're working hard.
Yes,
so.
Appreciate it, boys, and to everyone out there that commented and has supported me. I absolutely appreciate it.
We're supposed to get you like a bag of chips, right?
This will be the last one for a while. So it goes 6 months, then it's like a year, and then after that's just a year. So the posts are going to be.
Then after that, people forget about you.
And then after that, it's an epic downfall of it.
The relapse is more insane.
Pressure just keeps stacking.
No, I mean, I think you're doing a great job, Wes. You're stacking it day by day.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Awesome. Also, Bubba was telling us right before we recorded, he's figured out how to make money drinking Mountain Dews somehow. So that's pretty cool. Henrik Lundqvist, you guys know he was supposed to be the goalie for the Capitals. Well,
yeah, but he's got heart problems.
Turns out he can't play hockey anymore. So that's great. Capitals just don't have their starting goalie. LSU's going to try to beat Ole Miss, get to 500. Leeds versus Man U, NFL Sunday. Anything else you guys looking forward to this weekend?
I wouldn't want to be Man U after Leeds put a whooping on Newcastle. Shout out listener Blake. Sorry that the beating was so tough. Hopefully on January 26th it'll be a little bit nicer for you.
I just got my Alex Smith jersey in the mail for nice Sunday.
Nice one. But speaking of duds, Mark is dressed to the nines today. So what's going on?
Well, guys, yeah, I mean, it's been snowing. It's cold, so I got my snow outfit on. And I'm, in solidarity with the people with all the snow. Psych.
You're hot. What are you doing? He's switching it. Oh shit. Oh, no, he's moved.
Club, bitch. It's Florida Man Friday.
Mark switched from holiday gear to Florida Man Friday gear right before your very eyes. YouTube.com/HardFactorNews.
Parrot Club.
To check that
Much
out.
Better.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Anything else before we get going? Hop into these stories.
No, this is the last Florida Man Friday of the year because of Christmas and New Year's Day. So let's fucking do it.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it up, gents. All right, who's up first?
All right, I'm up first. Sorry. Let's see. This one comes from Barstool Next Man Up. Tank Barstool. Thank you, my friend. Guys, the age of Zoom has brought us a lot of great Zoom stories that we've covered on this podcast. From that journo who exposed himself or masturbated, Jeffrey Toobin, got fired. People literally getting caught with their pants down. And
the Irish guy, the Irish politician, he was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, remember the guy? Remember the Spanish
the guy
journalist that had the hot mistress she was carrying like a tray and nude in the background. Yeah, that was nice.
He was just showing off.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's been
did you see that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, is that a 10 carrying a tray of cocaine and tequila shots? Oh,
embarrassing.
That is my mistress. Yeah, it's been awesome. There's been some other shit like people getting robbed and stuff on Zooms that haven't been so great, but that's not where we're going here. This one comes. It's another edition of Fools That Work in Schools, taking it to Broward County, where Michael B. I'm not gonna say his last name because this could have very well been me if I'd become a teacher. Anyway, Michael is a social science teacher at South Broward High School in Hollywood, Florida, and Michael was caught by one of his students watching porn during class.
Not being good at social science.
How do you get caught watching porn on Zoom?
It's a rush, bro. It's such a rush.
I know exactly what happened.
You flip the screen to him?
No, I know exactly what happened. Well, Bubba, you want to roll this clip here? That was a mute button malfunction, I believe.
That's how.
That dude was loving that porn. Did you see his face? He was so excited too.
So this guy's 53. For your listeners out there, just paint the picture. This guy he's on a Zoom. He's in a Zoom class. He's 53 years old. He's got his athletic hat on. He's just straight up watching porn. He realizes, I think, quickly that he made an oopsie with the sound being on. I think this is obviously not his first time watching porn, but this is the first time that the sound fucked him. And yeah, he's it's a former student actually posted this. They got their hands on the video somehow and posted it from science and was like, yeah, it was so.
They must have got a bad grade.
That clip was it was like maybe 3 seconds of porn noises.
He should have said it was added afterwards.
I agree, Pat. Couldn't he say it's like a horror movie? He was like, "Oh, she got murdered so hard in this movie."
Porn.
But it was like, "God damn these pop-up ads, man!"
Did you see his face though? He was into it. Like he was staring down.
Darn these pop-up ads.
Yeah, try not to come.
Yeah,
you won't last 30 seconds with this game.
no question about it. He was watching porn.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
we've all made that face.
You're not going to win that game.
Oh my god! I remember a couple times. This actually happened to me twice. It's pretty embarrassing. I was working. I was, I had been watching. I was watching porn at night the night before, and I didn't close the tabs. I just closed the laptop. Like done. Close
Job
the
well done, Wes.
Job well done. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you here for later. Clean yourself up.
And the
yeah, didn't even wash his hands. Straight to bed.
Just right to sleep. And the next morning, I walked into I was working at this like small production company on Capitol Hill, and I walked in, and there was ladies in the office, and I opened my laptop, and the sound just continues to blare throughout the office.
You were listening on loud, extra loud.
Well, I think I had my headphones in when I was in there, but I slammed my goddamn laptop in, and I grabbed it, and I walked out of the office.
Did you say you started to sing? You were like, oh!
Yeah, I did start. Yes, exactly. I was like, oh. This happened to me fucking twice. I didn't even learn my lesson the first time. It's very.
He had to start singing.
Yeah.
What was the
Come
second time?
sail away.
Second time was the exact same thing. I made the exact same mistake.
Same office?
Same office.
Oh no!
Yes.
At one point, the second time I looked, I was just like, did you guys hear that? Like, because there was the second time I think it was just
time.
Yeah.
I'm sailing.
I was like walking on the outside of the office in the street, like opening it up and just closing everything down in a panic.
Why they called him Porno Wes?
Yeah.
I think they knew, Wes.
I think they knew too.
Especially after the second time.
Yes, exactly. So, but I understand how this can happen. The mute button is tough too. So Michael is obviously, the tag in the video by the student that outed him said, "How could you let this happen?" To that, the principal put this tweet out. But this is the principal of the school. See if I can read it. "My students' welfare," from Principal Brown. "My students' welfare is always the utmost importance and always will be. As a survivor myself, I would never ignore concerns expressed. Social media is not the best medium to address issues of this importance. Please encourage others to email, call me. They are loved and valued." So, I mean, they're like treating this like
survivor or what?
Oh,
Yeah,
what did he do exactly? He made a mistake.
She's a sexual assault survivor that sucked, but she's trying to draw a fucking parallel between this guy watching porn,
right,
and her being
sexual assault.
He didn't reveal anything besides a noise to them. That's not no.
I agree.
Either that or she was like a survivor of like revenge porn leaked on Pornhub.
Okay, yeah, that could be terrible. And Pornhub's pulled like 60% of their fucking content.
Yeah, like more even. Like what is it in the 10 million videos? Or something?
I don't think that she would be dropping that she was in porn, because then that's like as the high school principal.
No, she was raped or something, unfortunately.
But, well, I mean, we're not questioning her like being a survivor of assault or whatever. But is she trying to say that this guy has assaulted everybody?
He's putting it on the same level, which is.
Well, did you see how pleased he was with?
I mean, he was happy, but that was more of like a him thing. He's just.
Listen, it was just a sound. It's inappropriate, yes, that he's watching porn during a high school Zoom class, but I hope
that porn exists. It's not like he was beating off. It's not like,
he wasn't beating off.
The existence of porn doesn't make him a perv, whether he's watching it or not.
Maybe Principal Brown could tell that particular porn from the audio was a simulated attack porn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd want my daughter in his class, but I'd hope maybe just a nice suspension might do.
So did they fire him?
They're probably going to fire him.
Come on, dude.
We'll keep you posted. They're investigating him. He's working there for 20 years. 20 years. I hope they don't fire him for a little sound clip over a Zoom. But
yeah, just call him like Porno Steve for the rest.
He should get an acting gig on Pornhub, and even if he's not well hung, he could still be the teacher in the sketch and get paid.
They'd know it's legit. Yeah, it would bring a lot of authenticity to those amateur videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Porno Mike. That's even better. Porno Mike has a nice ring to it. Just
feel his pain.
Mike. Like, you can stay. You just got to be called Porno Mike forever.
Yeah, you can only hang out with Porno Mike when your wife's out of town. That's the like. You can't be like, hey, honey, I was thinking about having some of the guys over this weekend. You know, Porno Mike and Dave, and yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, they couldn't reach him for comment.
No, you lie about hanging out with Porno Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Porno Mike seems like a good guy. He got a little too excited there.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, he could be horrible. We only saw 6 seconds of video of him.
Well, his old students are ratting him out, so I think that's bad. That's bad news. If people still have an axe to grind, people still have an axe to grind with this fucking guy after they're already out of the school and releasing this video.
Yeah, but the student that posted was like, "How can you let this happen?" I mean, she's a different level.
It's clout culture bullshit. Anyone's gonna post that video, but there's a possibility that someone saw that face that he was making in the video and was like, "I've seen that face before."
Yeah, that face. You know what he's doing. Yeah. Ooh, he's excited about that scene. All right.
Who's next?
Let's move it along to the honorary Florida Man of the Week. Preston A's Picks mentioned on Twitter that the jet ski guy should be an honorary Florida Man of the Week, and he can be this week for sure. That's a good point. But we've got another, and this one comes from Cody in Maine, and it's an honorary Florida Man from his current state, taking it over to Portland, Maine, the city. A sprawling metropolis of 67,000 people, where honorary Florida man, 26-year-old Alice Sweet, so it's a boy named Alice, has been arrested for terrorizing McDonald's with a chainsaw. Bub, I think we have his mugshot there. He's got
look at that head shape. It's so wide at the top and it just narrows on out.
Almost alien-like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's super smart or something. He's got he knows stuff we don't know.
What does he know? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he knows how to wield a chainsaw, guys. According to the Westbrook Police Department, Sweet entered the McDonald's at about 3:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. And nothing says honorary Florida man like being hammered or like wielding heavy machinery as a weapon while the sun's still up on a weekday. So Sweet takes the chainsaw into the McDonald's, heads straight behind the counter, and begins revving it intermittently, just like
Yeah, at this point, he's checked some really key boxes of being intoxicated during the day, the setting of a fast food chain, that's important, and then having a weapon.
Yeah. I don't know if he was intoxicated. I was saying either carrying a weapon or being intoxicated during the day. Is
checking the boxes.
Was he shirtless?
Thing. Right.
Yeah.
No, I think he had a shirt on. Well,
was it gas powered or electric? Like, did he have to plug it into the McDonald's?
It had to have been gas because you're going to hear what happened next. So I like
got an outlet. Sorry,
that would have been hilarious.
He plugs it in. He can only threaten people that are like near the outlet.
It had to be gas though because of what happened next. So Sweet, he's just sitting there revving it and just staring him down behind the counter until they hand him a drink and some food, where he then takes the chainsaw.
They served him.
They gave him. He is demanding his food.
Give him whatever he wants.
Like, I'm going to cut you with a chainsaw if you don't give me the food. So they give it to him. He goes out into the parking lot. This is how I know it was gas. Where the manager then tries to go out to the parking lot to confront him. That was a big mistake because obviously Sweet just chased him around the parking lot with a chainsaw. And then he took the chainsaw to 2 parked cars in a display of dominance, like in the parking lot. Showing
There's no
off.
video of this?
No, there's not, unfortunately. By the time the cops arrived,
there's definitely video, but there's no McDonald's in America that doesn't have a camera pointed at their parking lot.
Was he just going to cut his McRib with a chainsaw?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I should have looked harder. But
I'm going to go out and talk to him. Hang on.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea.
He's outside. We could lock the doors, right? Go out there and try to reason with him.
It's just a chainsaw. What's he going to do with it? Yeah. He's going to.
That's why you're the man, Dave.
By the time the cops arrived, Sweet had migrated one parking lot over to the tire store. Luckily, he's not a complete psycho. So when the cops came running after him, instead of trying to cut him with the chainsaw, he just ran away on foot. They grabbed him. Sweet was charged with robbery.
With that head, mischief. It was pretty easy to spot.
Yeah. Like we have an alien on foot.
We found him in a tree.
Robbery, criminal mischief, refusing to submit to arrest in violation of conditions of release. So that's right. He's a repeat serial petty crime offender in Maine. That's what makes him, our honorary Florida Man of the Week. Multiple run-ins with the law, having a distinct look to his mugshot, the chainsaw. He just had the whole thing going on. So
yeah, what a day.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's kick it back down to Florida. A 39-year-old Florida man set his fate in Siesta Key this week as a guy who will have to beat them off with sticks for the rest of his life after he walked off a severe shark attack. Now,
that'll do it.
Some of you may have walked off a stinger. Some of you may have walked off a sprain. Some of you may have even walked off a broken bone. But there's no more impressive walk it off situation than an attack from a non-mammal who's at the top of their food chain. This is pretty impressive.
It is badass. I've done a couple of the things that you talked about there, but yeah, nothing. All of them actually, but
Yeah.
they pale in comparison to being attacked by a wild animal.
Walking off a shark bite, top 3 walk-offs possible, maybe top 1.
It's big time, guys. He was bit in the arm by a shark and was bleeding profusely, but managed to get out of the water and walk home on his own Tuesday, probably after rubbing some sand in it. And then just walking it off. Later that evening, guys, a woman called 911.
He'd been bitten, or was he?
Yes. Well,
He was aware.
yes.
Oh, yeah, you know if you're bleeding profusely in the water.
Yes. Well, he knew.
He wasn't just in shock and
The
like,
hell was that?
It wasn't a jellyfish. He knew it was a
Yeah.
shark.
Oh, wow, that's
What
weird.
the hell was that?
Don't try to take this away from him, Will, because you've walked off a stinger, and this guy diminished all your walk.
broken bone was the most impressive of what I'd watched.
No,
Yeah, but
this
don't-
guy had a missing arm, pretty much.
Yeah, don't try to take this away from this guy. Later that evening, guys, a woman called 911, presumably after having uncontrollable sex with the man,
Mm-hmm.
to report that the desirable son of a bitch was, quote, bleeding to death from wounds to his hand and arm. Now, guys, it isn't reported that the woman was unable to restrain herself and immediately initiated hot primal coitus. But based upon what I know about physics, there's no way it didn't happen. He comes in through the door with a story of walking off a shark attack. The gates are open.
She called 911.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can you show up in about 13 minutes?"
Yeah,
They call that the flood. When
Yeah,
you
it
show
was-
somebody your fresh shark bite.
hell yeah, guys. My theory is that the sex was so raucous it made his wound worse, which is why she had to call 911.
yeah.
She
Oh, yeah.
definitely deepened the cut.
She's like fighting like if there's a female paramedic that comes in, she's beating up. She's fighting off the paramedic.
Stay away from him. That's my dick. The shark bite victim, guys, was taken to Sarasota Memorial. And here's a picture of him, Bubba, if you want to put that up for the YouTube viewers.
Oh yes, there he is.
It's yeah.
Getting ready for his next romp with
Hey,
the
Porno
nurse.
West, why don't you tell us who that is?
Yeah.
That's Johnny Sins in the flesh.
Yeah, that's why we call him Porno West, guys. We're wishing him a speedy recovery. It's unclear where the man's condition was or how severe the injuries were at the time of this recording, but a spokesperson for the Sarasota Memorial Hospital said a man was hospitalized and treated for a shark bite on Tuesday, and that he received a record number of flowers and ready-to-heat casseroles in a Tupperware. So you know the ladies heard about this thing, and they are all throwing their ring in the hat. Guys, hopefully he has
Hat
all
ring.
his fingers because they're going to be busy when he gets well.
They'll be.
Oh yeah, fluttering.
I hope this is the way it went down, but also makes me wonder if he was, so like just I don't know if it happened. I don't know if he was necessarily as suave.
He walked off a fucking shark bite.
Will,
Yeah,
they-
but
he- Will,
walked
he
the
might
fucking boat off.
he might be dead. He's in critical condition.
Right,
He
that's what I'm
walked
saying.
off.
I think
Yeah.
he was more just like zombie-like.
I think what happened here is Will has a number of times before going to bed has thought that was pretty cool when you walked that broken bone off, and
Yeah, this
just,
is
we
way
just
cooler.
shattered that for Will.
This is way
Oh
cooler.
no! I'm not trying to approach this guy is on a higher echelon than me. when
Well,
it
then
comes to
respect him.
walk-offs.
Respect it. It was
I
a real,
respect him.
real Sandra Bullock, Bill Pullman while you were sleeping type scenario in that hospital.
I hope he got laid,
Yeah.
but something tells me
he
was
will.
just
Don't worry. If
lightheaded
he's
and-
alive, he's
something
gonna get
tells
laid.
me he was just lightheaded and had no idea what was going on.
Are you the guy that walked off the shark bite? Oh my God! Think about how you take care of our children with that sort of toughness.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good story. All right, guys. This one's called "I Double Dog Dare You." Do you know why?
No, because you double dog dare us to do something.
Because it's about 2 Florida dog stories.
Oh.
First up, close. You were close. First up, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission recently began training Labradors to detect a python's scent and alert handlers when they've come across a Burmese python. This is to help eradicate the Burmese python problem that has taken over the Everglades, a story we've covered many times before
Oh
on
man!
Florida Man Friday.
In the realm of jobs you want to get as a dog, that's one of the last ones you want.
Yeah.
My initial question for Wes was just going to be, how upset is he that they're not using pit bulls for this?
I mean, they should be. They could eradicate the pythons in about a week if they use pit bulls.
Yeah, or one takes care of the other. The other hand.
Especially if they keep those pit bulls hungry. You know what I mean?
Right. The program is in its infancy stages. That's a baby term, Will and Pat. You're going to need to know that. And right now, they have 2 dogs in the program. Truman, a male black Labrador, and Eleanor, I'm going to presume a female black Labrador. The first,
or it could be a male that they're trying to bitch.
Yeah. Eleanor. Well, Truman did plenty of that himself, Pat, when he became the first success story last week and upstaged Eleanor, who's only successfully sniffed butt so far. And Truman found an 8-foot Burmese python in the Rocky Glades public small game hunting area in Miami-Dade County.
They didn't have to give Eleanor's details there. They could have just left her out of it and been like, Truman's the first one of the trained dogs.
They definitely cut the story out of the newspaper and posted it in front of the dog area so that Truman could see. And it's just got a picture of Truman
gloating.
Yeah, with a ribbon.
Shoving his butt in Eleanor's face.
They dogged her.
Commission Executive Director Eric Sutton said in a program update on Wednesday, "We've got to stay innovative. We've got to try new approaches, and the detector dogs is just one area where we're doing that. Plus, if the snake attacks, the dogs serve as a great shield, and snakes really seem to love the color black, which is why we went with black labs, which we have a ton of."
Yeah. Rest in peace, Truman and Eleanor.
Didn't say that.
The
Mark.
last half he didn't say. He didn't.
Yeah.
He said you got to stay innovative.
I
Anyway.
wish you'd said the last part.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about.
We got a whole. We've been breeding these black labs for months. The number of pythons is estimated between 100,000 and 300,000 in the Everglades, and females lay up to 100 eggs. So those dogs will be busy. Yeah, and I was joking earlier. The dogs have been trained to stay at least 3 feet away from the snakes at all times for their safety. Next up, this is a bad one. So earmuffs, Judy Carroll. Allison Murphy of Volusia County. I was told by the wife I mispronounced that one pretty bad last week. I was saying Volusia. It's Volusia County. Anyways, Allison
Sorry,
Murphy.
you gave it a little bit of panache, Mark.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
Volusia.
fancied it up a little bit.
Yeah, right. Allison Murphy of
I'd say
Volusia County.
Do we mispronounce what? Probably like 60% of the Florida names that we
Of
say?
everything we do.
Yeah.
Of everything. Well, we fit right in with Allison Murphy, who was mispronouncing all sorts of things last week when she got high as a kite at a Motel 6 and threatened to jump off the second floor balcony. She explained to police that
Second floor balcony's not a big threat, though.
Not really. No, you'll see why. Staff explained to Murphy, that Murphy had attacked a maid. So they called the cops and they're like, "This lady's attacked a maid, and she was seen standing over the railing saying she would jump." From the second story again. When authorities did arrive and knock on Murphy's door, well, let's just play the.
We got the clip going.
And be ready. It's a dog problem.
Holy shit! Okay, so whoa! Oh, come on, lady.
What are you?
She threw the dog over the fucking balcony.
She threw her dog over the second floor balcony. Listen to this.
Are they tasing the shit out of her?
You piece of shit, bitch. Somebody get her.
You piece of shit, bitch. The cop.
Oh my god, dude! Why did she do that?
Yeah,
I think the cop nailed it. Why? Yeah.
The cops immediately tackled her. She opened the door and threw her German Shepherd over the balcony instead of herself. And then the cops tackle her and call her a piece of shit bitch and tell her she's worthless, which she is.
The dog, thankfully, like we were saying, it's the second story. Like, is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were correct, Will. Second story of a Motel 6, not that dangerous. In fact,
it's
the dog,
like a 10-foot fall.
The dog is completely fine. It's a German Shepherd, female German Shepherds. And Jose Carnot, who owns Picaro's food truck, which is parked next to the motel. I guess that's the area it works in. He was able to catch the scared dog that was just running away because it's like, why would my owner throw me off a balcony? And it was scared and running. So this guy caught the dog. They took it to a vet. It's totally fine. It had no leg or knee injuries, nothing broken or anything like that. But they did find a sewing needle fully inserted into the dog's leg. And Bubba, if you can put a picture up. So that was also clearly by the crazy woman. She put it.
She's just abusing the fuck out of this dog.
Yeah, the dog is cute and fine. They got
the dog's gonna be better now.
It's gonna be a police dog now.
Right. They did surgery. They got the needle out. It's got a little bandage around its elbow, but it's fine. And it's now named Miracle. And because they didn't ask the crazy lady what she called the dog, so they're calling it Miracle.
Probably
it's
going to
be
go with a fresh start there.
Yep.
You know,
Up for
You don't
adoption.
want
It's
that dog.
probably already in a new permanent home, is my guess, because she's a good girl. And Murphy is now being held in the Volusia County jail, facing charges of animal cruelty and resisting officer arrest with violence, which she didn't really resist arrest, but they tacked that one on because they hate her. And she refused to see a judge during her first appearance. Okay. So the judge fired back with, okay, guess what? I'm going to hold you without bond. And if it's not the same judge from the story last week of the guy who shot his fiance's dog and held that guy out without bond, then this is an awesome stretch for judges in Florida of just like not putting up with dog violence. And they're just putting people in without bond, which is awesome.
Well, abusing dogs is fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Miracle is a way better name than my dumb shit ex-husband Rusty. So
Right. That's probably what it gets yelled at all the time
Mhm.
in full. Murphy, the woman, is going to undergo a mental evaluation, by the way, which she's going to score a perfect crazy on.
Yeah. Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna watch that
it's
clip
just
over and
it's
over.
just a perfect circle.
Oh god, that's
Dog's
terrible.
fine.
Good. Dog's
Sorry if you were shocked if you're watching on YouTube. I didn't really warn you.
No, there was no
Yeah.
Yelp, which the Yelp is really
Yeah.
what makes those videos bad.
And you couldn't see the
like-
dog.
Yeah, you
land.
couldn't see it hit. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, terrible. All right, got well, good. I got a feel good Florida story now to change things up a bit. Yeah, this one's from Bull Moose. Thank you, Bull Moose. And guys, our friend Michael Esmond of Gulf Breeze Pools and Spas is at it again. You may remember we did a story about Gulf Breeze Pools and Spas last year, and Michael's generous donation to pay the utility bills of over 36 families, totaling $4,600. And this year, amid the financial crisis of the pandemic, that those cunts on Capitol Hill don't seem to understand, many families cannot even afford to pay their utility bills of less than $100 to keep the lights and heat on. So Michael and Gulf Breeze Pools and Spas is shelling out over $7,600 this year and paying off 114 families' bills because at Gulf Breeze Pools and Spas, they know what it's like to have your head underwater.
Oh,
Mm.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Like that. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, talking
Me
about
too.
because the pools.
that was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
you
Okay.
should send that. Did you send that to them?
No, but I'm going to.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
What's up, Will?
Not an actual Florida man, but a man who spends a lot of time in Miami. Dave Portnoy also kicked off the Barstool Foundation
Yeah.
this week, Thursday, I think.
Barstool
And,
Fund. Right?
Yeah, Barstool Fund. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was what, $500K for struggling restaurants and people who are keeping people employed. So
That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Yep. So here's a picture of Michael, the hero of the of this, and that's a Christmas card that he's holding that the utility company will be sending to all the families, letting them know that Michael once again came through this year, and that Gulf Breeze Pools and Spas has saved them.
Well, Wes, you
Um,
got to get to him before he mails those out because he should be putting that slogan in all those cards.
That's true.
We know what it's like to have our heads underwater.
I'm gonna email him. I'm gonna email him this clip when we're
Yeah,
done.
as soon as this is over.
Yeah. So he said we've had a good year, and that's why I want to share what I have with the people that need it.
pool and spa people have been cleaning up. Anybody that enhances homes,
That's right.
banner year for you.
I bet pool table salesman, flat screen TV salesman, killing
Yeah,
it.
real estate's been through the roof because
Yeah.
everybody's moving out of apartments. They want bigger houses. They want pools and shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a big year for that kind of stuff.
Michael's got to be careful. The cynical thought I had about this one was that like around this time you just maybe don't pay your utility bill if you live near Michael, and then hope that he gets hope that it gets picked up. He saves some money to pay it if it
It's
doesn't,
in like the
but-
nicest area of town.
Yeah. You stash some money away to
You say,
have
like,
it.
the whole town will just go. Will just
Taking advantage of his charity.
I might not pay my December utility bill every now and again. You know, if
do a little note on the meter.
I thought Michael was picking it up.
Yeah.
Take it up.
what the
Take it up
fuck?
with Michael. Let's put his number on there.
But yeah, good for him. That's very
On the
nice.
meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. All right, let's move it along to the next one. One of the best Florida man tales of all time. A story from many Hardo Hive members, including Tank Barstool, the real Chase Davenport, Zach Rowland, and even Mark's dad sent this one in, and it's about the window killer. So 32-year-old Jonathan Hernandez, a veteran in the crime community, according to the Lee County, Florida Police Department. He was out late Saturday doing his thieving that he does on occasion, and he came upon an unlocked window in the Lee Acres neighborhood of Lee County. And that's one of Jonathan's favorite things to see out on a robbery run is a nice, window that's just ready to be stepped through, ready to be gone through to get the contents of the house. So naturally,
it's like Wes seeing a sparkling gem or like rock,
right? A treasure,
a treasure.
Yeah.
He's already texting his appraiser buddies. He's so excited even before he's got his hands.
He's got his rock hounds on speed dial.
That's right.
Does anyone else see this glint?
By the way, have you found a mineral analyzer yet, Wes? Because you're gonna have to get.
No. Well, this is all going to come to fruition after the holidays when I get my
after my parents give me a metal detector.
We got a lot of things coming.
After my parents give their 39-year-old son a metal.
Absolutely correct.
What if Wes doesn't get a metal detector?
No, I'm not getting. I think my girlfriend's going to get me
How
one.
disappointed would he be?
He's like, socks?
We're gonna have to buy him one.
I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him for one. I did not mention the metal detector to my parents. But I should have.
Jonathan, like Wes, loves what he loves, and he loves windows. So Jonathan hopped into this window to climb into the house, but that's when things went wrong. The window snapped down onto Jonathan, trapping him inside the frame in the window by the neck and killing him before anybody could find him there, because he was assaulted by the window. And then so Bubba, we've got a tweet I put
How
out.
did that happen?
Being a little coy here
He
on
was
Twitter.
framed.
Just said pain.
He was framed.
Pain, like window pane. And then Roy Laporte at door numero 3 goes, he was framed.
Oh, it's funny. It's still funny. I don't care if he's dead. It's funny.
Well, I mean,
I'll
his
tell you what
fiance. Huh? What's that?
I think I know what happened, but yeah,
what do you think?
I think that as you guys were alluding to earlier, people are spending more time at home, and I think someone set a fucking trap for this guy.
Booby trapped him.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially, for sure. The cops did say, like, they say he was a regular. They ran into him all the time. If you see his mugshot, he's got, he looks like a dude who would, probably be caught up in some type of crime. But his fiance, Patricia, isn't buying it. She said, when I first met him, I was like, man, he looks like he has a rap sheet like El Chapo. But he's the opposite of that. He's the sweetest person you'd probably ever meet and has the biggest heart. So that's what Patricia says.
Well, that's sad now.
Yeah, unless he wants your fucking diamonds, then he's not so nice.
I mean, they could take that. They could take that to court. But I mean, the guy was regularly robbing people.
He's dead. Can we put back up the he was framed and pain thing? That's funny. Yeah, look at that. Because the window pane, and then
window pane.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That's a big time. So she does not believe, that he went out like the bad guy in the movie Ghost. So that's pretty much how he died.
So what exactly happened? It was just a very heavy window
There's a window in a house, and it
hit him in the neck or the spine.
Fell down, and the cops found him that way. They said, but then
could it have been that someone in the house just slammed it on him?
Right. That's what his family's saying. Like, we don't believe it could have possibly happened. It seems like it's just a freak accident. Like, he just probably accidentally hit the window.
Everyone's seen a window like definitely drop on its own if it, if you bump into the siding but also sometimes windows go down by force, by someone pulling them down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see if there's any sort of like, court case that comes out of it. Obviously, the family's pushing for it, but the cops seem like it's open and shut. But
More window comedy.
Okay.
Where are we going next?
Is that
Voicemails and reviews.
That's it? We got to the end already?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, do we have a fact check Friday, Bubba? Or were we perfect again?
Oh, Bubba's shaking his
Perfect.
head
We are perfect again. Okay. Well, then let's do some 5-star reviews first. Taking it over to Blaze Boy. Blaze Boy says 5 stars. Departure. Where these guys go, I'll follow. Grade A content. Thanks, Blaze Boy. Next up is Lord Blade 312. Keep it up. 5 stars. You guys are great. I've been here since the first episode. Keep it up. I'm a little sissy boy who likes spankings, long emotional talks, and voting for Trump. So I think he's trying to get
nice.
Someone says I said it.
Well,
I said it. Lord Blade.
He's got you said it.
Little sissy boy. Mitchie B23 says 5 stars, and then he writes 3-star reviews are the only credible reviews. Like it, don't love it is the only truthful, unmotivated review. I don't know. Okay, Mitchie B. I don't know what that means. Mitchie B wants to leave 3-star reviews, but he knows we won't read them, so he listens at least.
We got him.
Our trick worked, just like a window. I like good news. 5 stars says pretty good. Been listening for a while, and I actually forced my mom to start listening. Love the show, and if anyone needs a good podcast for each day, this is it. The longer episodes are awesome. The new Vax will definitely be a good product. I think so too. And lastly, I am waiting to buy merch until we get that good store in January. HAGFD. I think so. What he meant to right there. Or holidays.
Holidays.
Have a great fucking holidays. Love it.
Yeah, we
That
do
store's
have the
coming.
merch. Wes is cranking out merch designs like a madman, getting ready for the January 1st launch. So
That's right. We might even have separate clothing lines within the merch. All sorts of stuff going on there.
I'm gonna make a Porno West shirt too. So if you guys would be interested in that, tweet.
No, you're not. My girlfriend will hate that.
But
Porno
chirp me.
West.
No. We're gonna do
Treasure hunting
Wes's
West.
treasure
hunting
club.
club.
Treasure
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, I mean, I understand Wes's girlfriend will hate it, but she'll have to deal with it if it's gonna be super profitable. So just
If
That's
you can
true.
guarantee over 50 people will buy it, I'll allow it.
Porno West.
Porno
okay.
West.
A lot of cat clothing coming out too, obviously. And the last one, read immediately, 5 stars from Robo Player 5. Hey guys, love the show. Can't believe Barstool didn't re-sign. Honestly, you might see more money long-term independently, so maybe it's for the best. Also, Pat, Communist China called. They said, please come home. That's from Reed A. Nice read. And we're going to maybe do a Comrade Pat shirt.
Yeah, Comrade Pat would sell. Pat, can you take a picture in a beret like tonight?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, totally. And like maybe in back, it works in theory or something like that. Yeah, no, hey guys, real quick, if you're new to the show, 5-star reviews, here's the deal. It helps us get ranked in Apple Podcasts. So if you leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, we will read it verbatim on the show at the end of every week.
That's right. And we
Hey,
haven't.
Bubba, what's happening?
I do have a fact check Friday. Well,
Okay.
like I said yesterday, it's more on myself, and then there is one that's just a pity one. That's a petty one that's really just for Mark. But yesterday I did mess up the law for the English chattel. It is 300 years. The 300-year rule that I had said yesterday about it having to be older than 300 years is applied now, not earlier. That actually changed in 97. The earlier rule was like you would have to get money from the state. You had to give it to the state and they give you money. But now it's like you can keep it if it's a certain amount of gold, certain type of gold, and a certain age.
Okay.
And the second one,
treasuring,
West, right? I mean,
Yeah.
treasure hunting's gotten better. You're saying in the UK.
treasure hunting has gotten better in the UK. Yeah,
Okay.
it's gotten a lot
It's where
better.
you need. It's really where you need to go. That's the big leagues
That's
over
what you've
there.
been saying the whole
Yeah,
time.
that is
Yeah.
the big.
That's the big leagues.
That's
The
where all,
big-
I mean, it's older.
Well, the problem
more
is
gold,
that a lot of it
ships.
is so historic that you will lose claim to it because, like, if it is something that can be proved that it was like from a castle or from a
Yeah, Bubba, but the thing is, a good treasure hunter doesn't say shit.
it's true, as we learned yesterday.
Yeah, like if you, like the bigs here is like if you're really into like Native American artifacts, that's cool. But really, yeah, I mean, like if you want to find,
I think
Yeah,
where
all
you
the
really,
gold has got to have been found here.
I think where you really want to go is Spain, Cortez and such. There's some old gold from Spanish
There's
ships.
some good stuff over there too.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
but what about religious gold? I think like where the Crusades was, that's where you want to be. Like that's where there's some
Middle
good old
East.
gold.
You go find the Holy Grail, Wes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with the
I don't think it was made of metal.
Some say that's the holy grail of treasure
The
hunting.
older, the better in terms
more
of
likely
yeah,
to
older
find a
civilizations.
landmine.
You ever seen
in a
Indiana
lot of those
Jones,
places.
Bubba? That's,
Well,
that's
plus
that's the-
all those ships
cup
were
of the
like
carpenter.
made of like wood, wood at best, so they all sunk. All right, what's the petty one, Bubba?
Petty one is taking into the holiday spirit. The Christmas tree was lit, I think, 2 weeks ago in Rockefeller Center, but it really has taken its shape, and I just wanted to shove it down your throat about how beautiful it looks. And I told you all the branches just have to fall,
Okay.
and you didn't give it time to fall. And look at that,
Hey, Bubba.
baby!
Hey,
Wowie!
Bubba, all right. First of all, youtube.com/hardfactnews to see the picture. And I just, Bubba, put that picture back up one more second. I want to
Beautiful.
take a deeper look. Now
That's a
look at the
different
bottom
tree.
right corner. Look at the bottom right corner of the lit up tree. Look how few branches are there. That's just hanging lights, my
Mhm.
friend.
Yeah.
That is not a full tree.
It's
like
still
they
a little
normally
concocted,
have.
but you're right, Bubba. It looks great, and in the holiday spirit, I'm happy.
That's
Happy
good.
for
There
it.
you go.
Happy for it, but there's
It's a
a
good
big
plus.
dangly light section with no branches at the bottom, at the one side on the bottom.
I have a video that might defy that, but it would take me too
It
long
looks
to get
great,
it in
Bubba.
here.
I'm glad I was proven wrong. So
Bubba, not only that, but my aunt didn't even know that I had talked shit about the tree. And in the tree, she's from Maine, and so she doesn't play that shit. That's where the trees come from.
they got
a lot of times.
robust trees in Maine,
Yeah,
bro.
and she was talking a lot of shit about everybody who said anything bad about the tree. So there's a lot of
Nah,
people
they
with
should
you
have
on
got it from Maine.
that.
Got her. All right, good job, Bubba. We'll see you on the Fact Check Friday on the New Year, because that's it for Fact Check Fridays until the New Year. We have one voicemail, and then we'll be on our way. So let's go ahead and play that.
Boys, I was just listening to the end of Friday's episode. You asked for suggestions for content and whatnot, Patreon moving forward. What if you kind of like made a dashboard similar to how Barstool is, but really kind of what Barstool used to be, where you kind of just link all the articles you're talking about in the pod? Seems like, I always want to try and Google something when I'm listening, and then I miss something you guys say, or I'm driving or whatever. So give us the ability to kind of go back and maybe see, a feed where all the videos you put through the pod, or just link to the articles, maybe with some comments on it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying be a blogger, but figure something out we can read. Thanks.
All right, awesome call. That's the only voicemail this week. So, first of all, yes, we're going to be taking listener feedback.
I love that idea.
Going forward. Yeah, that to me, that almost sounds like a newsletter. It's kind of like our blog we do now that goes out in the Barstool blog in the morning, but maybe with some more links and stuff. But it sounds kind of like a newsletter, which we had an awesome listener try to help us with the newsletter. We're back open to that idea. If you're
Not only that, but
Yeah.
we just got pretty sure we just secured a pretty sweet
our website. Yep.
right?
We have the website secured. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff on the website. What you can expect starting in the new year, there's still 2 weeks in this year, is you're guaranteed to get Monday through Friday without gap, starting Monday, January 4th, a free news show Monday through Friday, about 40-ish minutes. 40, sometimes be 35, sometimes be 45. We're sometimes we're long-winded. You're going to get the news comedic style for free Monday through Friday on the platform you're listening to it on right now. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, none of that changes. None of that changes.
Now there's going to be additional stuff. We got the website. We got our own merch. We are going to go to behind Patreon because the boys got to eat and we want patrons. We might move certain unique shows that aren't just like a daily news show into this Patreon. Additional content, voicemails might go to Patreon, reviews might go to Patreon, listener submitted stories might go to Patreon, stuff like that. We're still working through that, but
certain things also for the radio audience, we want to find something because we know that our daily pod might not be the same experience. So we'll try to get something, that's suitable for the radio audience as well.
That's right. The main product, free, Monday through Friday, guaranteed. And then there will be additional stuff, Patreon, an awesome website with merch. And that website, we can build cool things like a newsletter or whatever on that
blog.
website. Yeah, exactly. So thank you for the call. We'll continue to listen to your guys' feedback. Thank you for listening. For those traveling this week coming up, enjoy, travel safe, watch out for the snow and all that stuff. Like Pat said, leave us a 5-star review, spread the word this holiday season. This is
What's
what
that
you can do.
voicemail number?
512-270-1480. Call us, leave us voicemails. We only had one this week. Leave us voicemails. Tell people this holiday season that this is the best news podcast daily for free, and most importantly, have a great fucking weekend.